Loud music, drinks, chills, and vibes was exactly what was happening in this building. Everything was fun. People were feeling at home, at a place that is not exactly home. They were having so much fun that they forgot that they're not home. Well, this fun was actually disrupted by one word. Amapolisa. This was a word that foreigners were used to. When they got here, they told each other that whenever you hear the word Amapolisa, you just run for your life. You don't ask what, you don't ask where, you just run for your life because you never know what is about to happen. And they didn't know what was about to happen on that particular day. Amapolisa got in the building. Police are smashing and slamming the doors with force. Dogs are getting into the building. Chaos happened. Confusion, panic, scream. Others are hiding under the bed. Others are throwing money outside the window. There's just a whole lot of things that are happening. The police continue to raid into other buildings. They get in with so many dogs. At this point, it is now more than scary for these foreigners. Black, very expensive cars arrive at the scene. It is the one and only KZN Police Provincial Commissioner General Nhlanhla Mkhwananzi. He is alongside the Mayor Cyril Xaba.
General, how are you? Good, thanks. No goes. Kunjani ba? Siyaphila Mayor. What do you do?
Foreigners are brought to the road. They get told to sit down on the road. Now all those vibes, chills, fun, faces just turn to sorrow and pain. You can tell by their faces that they are overthinking. They are thinking of the next step. At this point, their future lies in the hands of the policeman and not in their own hands. That bag that was thrown outside their window had $100,000, magnifying glasses, and plastic gloves. All these foreigners are put in police vehicles. They're sent back home with nothing but only clothes that they're wearing on that particular day. They have to start from scratch when they get back home. They have to start working. They worked so many years only for them to lose everything in just one day. In Pretoria, each and every saloon was raided and every foreigner was demanded to open and give out their passports and actually work permits. If you didn't have this, you were actually deported. There was great joy amongst the people. Well, at this point, everyone actually thought that the Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwananzi is a darling of the people. There is one man in South Africa who actually took this as an opportunity to claim his power in the politics. Well, it is true, politics is a very dirty game. Whatever it takes for you to get the power, well, you might as well use it. This man gave South Africa only two choices. One, he helped the foreigners, which he knew no one will ever support. Two, a very united South Africa with no foreigners.
Let the borders be open. And if the gates are not going to be open for SADC, fellow SADC people, please find a creative way. This is your home.
We want to be one thing with our sisters in Tanzania, in Nigeria, in Egypt, in DRC, in Sudan, in South Sudan.
Under Action SA, no one is going to be in this country if you don't have the documentation. For you to run a hairdressing salon, for you to run a shop there, you must have the papers to be in South Africa. You must be registered with South African Revenue Services because we need this money. Countries all over the world, they survive on the basis of respecting the rule of law. Those who want United States of Africa, let them go and run the United States of Africa. We will talk to them in 20 years' time or so. The day when South Africa has got under 5% unemployment, with 12 million of our own people unemployed, we are not going to allow any country in the world to dictate to us our source.
Of foreigners, one of his biggest endgame. Well, to be honest, he really is winning because he got 6 seats in the parliament.
Mackenzie says nothing will convince him otherwise when it comes to undocumented foreign nationals.
They are gonna go home. Halagan haistugan. Abahambe.
9 seats for Gayton Mackenzie. It seems like this strategy is really working. Just look at another guy, Dada Morero. He tried to be very nice with these foreigners and everyone actually turned their backs on him and wondered why they actually put him on that seat at the first place. They actually demanded that he has to resign and so that someone else can actually get in his position, as he wanted foreigners to get power and fight crime in South Africa. His point was, these foreigners are the ones that are committing crime. So if we employ them, we'll actually know how to fight against them with the language that they actually use. But Sowetan residents did not even get this one bit. After getting serious backlash from the people, the mayor actually decided to change his mind about this. He actually started to deport foreigners.
This morning, since this morning, you know that we're launching our inner city revitalization program, and part of it also included law enforcement and crime prevention. And through this roadblock this morning, we've now arrested at least 10 undocumented foreigners who therefore being processed and of course be deported home.
But well, people were already angered, so whatever decision that he made afterwards, well, it kind of got him back to stay in his position. There's only one person that is actually not campaigning using the foreigners' deportation, a very big tool. That is only Julius Malema.
Open border, we're supporting foreigners and all of that. Okay, if this issue is the one that has costed elections for the EFF, why didn't this issue give Mashaba votes? It's not true what you are saying. Rena problem ya rena. Kim MK took our votes which it borrowed to us in 2019. There's no any other explanation other than that. If this issue was a concerning issue in South Africa, Gayton Mackenzie, Mabahambe with 2 seats, Mabahambe. They didn't help anyone with anything. You are not going to be made to compromise a principle to please non-existing voters. Our voters understand our message very well. Our open border policy is, we want Africa that is one. But you cannot do that before you develop the other economies of Africa. And you develop the economies of other African continents through making it easy for goods and services to move around the continent and individuals to move around the continent so that we help develop the continent. These people don't want to come here for the sake of coming here. They want jobs, they want greener pastures. We are a big country, we've got a huge capacity. We can develop their countries and benefit out of that in a huge way. And it's not something that you get elected today. Tomorrow you'll be carrying gates around you in a bag. We have removed these gates. Come. No. Doesn't work like that. You guys are just vulgarizing the whole point. People, 40-something thousand people, 41% of those voters voted for the ANC, which is the one that brought these people here. These people are here already, undocumented. They were brought by the ANC. Why are 41% voting for the ANC still? Because if you hate these foreigners so much, you must hate even a party that has made it possible for these foreigners to enter South Africa. Who has benefited from these xenophobic attacks in these elections? No one.
Well, this is it for today's video. Wait patiently for the next one.